For the next 3 hours, we are live and we are going to do GATE. I mean, the GATE syllabus. It's only 1 month left for the GATE, and I will be starting with my GATE playlist. So let's just share the screen. It's a it's a good technique, guys. You just need to use this, then you're English very good. Yeah, let's just open the screen share section and see what's. You guys can study with me as well if you want. Yes, so basically, yeah, we are live and we have also a timer that is only 5 minutes. 5 minutes wasted, not wasted actually. If my voice would be clear, let's start with the gate series. Yes. So I was just watching the syllabus, guys. We will be covering CSIT. That is, we are writing for a CSIT. Let me introduce myself. My name is Abhay Srivasan. I am currently pursuing computer science from Madhushri Engineering College with an overall CGPA of 8.3. Over the past few years, I've focused on developing my technical skills, my communication skills, as well as my problem solving skills. I have good foundation in stack development, that is MongoDB, React, Node, and Express. Apart from this, I have also interest in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and generative AI. I've developed some crazy. I've focused on this field as well. Apart from this, I have also a good foundation in problem solving in all the data structures and algorithm except the dynamic programming and graphs. I've solved around 300 problems on LeetCode. Apart from this, my extracurricular activities includes I have also participated in several hackathons, which includes Triple IT, Megathon, CBIT, National Hackathon, etc. During this hackathon, uh, it it helped me develop my communication skills, my leadership skills, and the problem solving skills of mine, and time management. These are the skills which helped me in my when I was participating in these hackathons. Apart from this, I've also created an YouTube channel where I post regular videos related to my self improvement journey and also teaching, that is teaching to the people about uh, today's about today's market and also my problem solving skills. Also, I'm starting a new challenge video which will be basically placement and learning series. Until the people who are watching me get placed, we'll be starting with a learning series and as well as placement series. So this is what I have been doing since last 3 years, and I am not so much productive, but I'm trying to be productive. I've created a timetable where I have mentioned like 10 to 12 works which I need to do every day. The only thing the only I have focusing mostly on my gate and the problem solving skills like solving lead code every day. Apart from this, I'm also interested in video editing and I will be doing that as well. Apart from this, I'm also interested in DevOps, so I will be starting with my DevOps journey daily 2 hours, guys. So it will take around 15 to 20 days to clear the DevOps. So first I need to learn Linux, then I have to shift to Docker, then CI/CD pipelines, then Kubernetes, then Jenkins. These are the 4 to 5 things which I need to learn in DevOps because most of the companies are asking DevOps. Even you are a fresher doesn't need to understand DevOps. But nowadays, in the growing market, DevOps role has been asked a lot. So in every job description, you will be asking some of the DevOps like CI/CD pipelines or maybe Kubernetes. These are the things which I need to improve. For the rest 3 hours now, I am starting with my gate preparation. Every day 3 hours, then I am pretty much sure that I will be clearing my gate within like 30 to 40 marks. I just want to clear my gate series just because I want to make it in my resume that I have clear gates. I actually not interested in getting into gate then studying for 2 years. I just want a job, so I'm not focusing on that. But you have to clear a gate. Because it's very important when you want to get into a scientist role or a government job. Gate is very much important. and it also adds values to your resume. So these are the pretty much about myself. I'm just starting with the gate preparation. I just opened my CSIT, that is this thing, what we call this, a portion of 2026. Let me see this, guys. So we have in the section 1 engineering max. I don't know the discrete max, I just know the graphs things. So this can be an easy thing for me. I will be doing this later. Linear algebra matrices I already know, just I need to learn some basic stuffs like determinants and all. Actually know all these things, eigenvalue, eigenvector, cos. One of my friends are still writing M1 backlog, so I teach them, so it becomes easy for me. I don't know the calculus. I literally don't know the basic of calculus. Only thing which I know is limits. If you get the same value when you are substituting value, you just need to differentiate it. That's it. Coming to probability and statistics, this seems pretty much easy for me, but in the gate they don't ask much. Let's see. Digital logic. I will study this. Computer organization and architecture. COA is what I need to study. Actually, have notes for this. Programming and data structures. Recursion. I am very good at this. Binary trees. Binary trees. I am good at all these things except pointers. Pointers I need to learn. Coming to the algorithms part, I almost know all these things. The only thing which I need to learn is heap data structures, which is quite harder. Not harder, I haven't studied yet, so it seems harder for me. But the only thing hard is dynamic programming. It's like 52, 30, 52 videos you need to learn to understand the basics of dynamic programming. Coming to the sixth section, theory of competition. TOC is a interesting subject, and also it's like 6 to 7 questions will be asked from TOC. So what I am thinking is, should I start with TOC? Because if I start with TOC, then I need to learn CD. CD is also an easy shit, not shit. Sorry guys, it's an easy thing, or CD if you are okay with a TOC. Then we have operating system. It will help me in my what we call interviews as well. Operating system contains system calls, process threads, interprocess communication, concurrency, and synchronization. Already know all these things, but a little bit, not too much. Databases, I don't know B and B plus trees. Rest, I already know. It contains some problems, transition, and concurrency, so I need to learn from YouTube. Computer networks is a lengthiest chapter you will ever see, and it contains a lot of syllabus like OSI and TCP/IP models you will be having. Then you will be having IP addressing, IPv4, IPv6. Then we will be having a data link layer, that is framing and detection presentation layer. MAC, that is MAC, medium access control. All these parts. Apart from this, IP support calls like ARP, DCP, ICMP, and also we'll be having an SMTP. Yeah, it is there. DNS is easy. NAT, this is a hardest, not hardest, I mean the lengthiest chapter we can say. It takes a lot of time to study with computer networks. So I'm not sure like which chapter I need to start. So what I am going to do is I'm just no, I will start with digital logic, TOC, CD, operating system. The one thing which I am perfect at are algorithms and programming and data structures. So I can cover this later. What I am thinking is I'll just open this syllabus section and see what weightage is. What is the weightage of every subject, so that I will be able to learn this. So general aptitude, total 10 questions, 15 marks. Engineering mathematics, total 10 questions, 13 marks. That's okay. CSE subjects will be 45 questions. So general aptitude okay, EM okay, digital logic, COA, DM, discrete maths, programming and data structures 13%. That's a big. Let's learn our operating system, because they have mentioned that it will be of like 9 to 10%. Just open my Telegram, guys. One of my friend just gave me the syllabus and the videos regarding this. So I'll just open this view in group. I'll just open operating system syllabus. So it's starting from here. What do I need to do now? It's loading WhatsApp. Invite link is invalid. Mm, what is this, guys? Okay, it's a PDF. Wow, great. Oh, wow, crazy. Okay, so we will be covering process concepts, CPU scheduling. Okay, so basically we have given total notes of this. It's a big yes, guys. Like crazy, you are getting all the syllabus at once. Where did I just open this? Okay, open with, right. Let me open this as well. Let's see. Okay, operating system. Okay, this is a chapters that they are gonna teach, but we are not active on that thing. So we have opened this, as well as we will open this. Let's see what's there inside this. Okay, operating system, CSIT, process management. Questions related to this will be given. Okay, answers are also given. Oh, that's a great thing. Also solutions are also given, right? Okay, that's a great thing. You can start with this thing. So basically, okay, disk scheduling. Total units are given. I will just bring my laptop handler. Wait a minute. नहीं. This is a laptop handler. My laptop is getting heat because I'm opening all this stuff at that time. Okay. So I'll just study for 3 hours, guys. I've also kept the timer only. 13 minutes is over. Every day, 3 hours will make me stand in the gate exam. Let's just start with the introduction and background of OS. Operating system is an interface between the user application and the computer hardware to develop and execute programs. Okay, it's simple. What is an OS? Operating system. What is an OS? Operating system is an interface between the user and the hardware of the computer, which acts as a middleware to the user and the computer. It helps in maintaining things. It acts as a CLI and GUI to the user so that a user can execute all the programs related to computer hardware. As it's mentioned, OS is an interface between the user applications like us and the computer hardware to develop and execute programs. Programs can be anything, guys. It can be a process, it can be a file management, it can be a writing a code, it can be system management, it can be command line interface, all other things. Opening a browser is also a process which can be executed by operating system. Simple. Operating system is an interface between the user management, between the user applications and the computer hardware to develop and execute programs. Done and dusted. This will also help me in preparing for my interviews. Yes, you heard it right. OS, DBMS, CN, and OOPS. These are the four pillars of interview. They will be asking you what is an OS. So let me introduce what is an OS. Operating system stands for is an interface between the user and the computer hardware to execute programs. Simple. Operating system is an interface between the user application and the computer hardware to develop and execute program. Done and dusted. If I want to buy hard this, I can easily buy this, but I don't want to. Like, I just want to understand the concept, then everything is clear. Even if I want to buy hard, there's nothing in this. Operating system is the interface between the application user and the computer hardware to develop and execute programs. Done and dusted. Goals of operating system. Primary goal of operating system is to provide easy to use environment to the user. So I'm just able to switch to this tab. I'm just able to open this file explorer. I'm just able to open the Chrome browser just because of what? It is just because of an operating system. So the primary goal of an OS is to provide an easy to use environment to the user. The primary goal of an operating system is to provide an easy to use environment to the user. Like I'm able to use it, this environment easily. There is no such difficulty I'm getting into, so that I am not able to perform any operation on the computer. So it's basically providing an easy to use environment to the user. Secondary goal, this is a primary goal. That's a basic goal which need to be handled by the OS. Second, the primary goal is finished. Now that let's think about the secondary goal. The secondary goal of an OS is the efficient use of computer resources. Operating system is also called as resource allocator. What is a resource? Resource is basically utilizing something that you need. Like I have just so I just open my what we call this browser and I just click open with. So it is an resource which I'm using. So this is what a secondary goal look like. What is a primary goal? The primary goal of an operating system is to provide an easy to use environment to the user. The secondary goal of an operating system is to provide the efficient use of the computer resources. Resources in the sense an operating system is also called as an resource allocator. Third goal is to provide modularity. Modularity in the sense module wise. There are things like I'm open a module called, let me just think it this Microsoft Edge browser as a module. So this is a module. The file explorer is also called as a module. All these modules are separately. We are using it whenever we want. There is no such problem is we are getting into it when we are using any tab or switching to any tab. So that's what a modularity looks like. Abstraction in the sense I'm able to use the screen, but inside the code or inside the complexity is not mentioned. So it helps us understanding that it never makes us hard to do things. Suppose if you are a person and you want to use a Microsoft Edge, then you need to write a code. That's a bullshit, guys. So it provides abstraction in the sense the background complexity and the background things which have been written to use this Edge browser is hidden. That's what an abstraction is. Ease of debugging. We are able to use things easily. If I'll just use this cross means it will be removed. If I just use this, it will be removed. I can use Alt tab, then I can just open this thing again. So that's what it is an ease of debugging. Then goals of operating system. Let's understand. The primary goal of an operating system is to provide the ease of environment to the user. The second goal is basically allocating resources to the operating system. Third one is providing modularity. Fourth one is providing abstraction. Fifth one is providing ease of debugging. These are the five main goals of an operating system. Functions, as I have already said, what kind of functions the operating system is providing. First one is process management, memory management, resource allocation, file system management, protection and security. These are the just five functions of OS. Let me open GFG operating system. There are a lot of there's a lot of mm, what do you call it? Functionalities. So this is process management, concurrency control. Who wants? I don't want this forget. I just want normally operating system tutorials. Okay, I'll just open this thing. Operating system done. iOS is an interface between the. If I will, I'll just start this, guys. Then I will just increase my speed with a very fastly. Now I'm just trying to learn just basics. Yeah, this is what the operating system. Where is this code? What we have? Yeah, these are the functions. These are the functions. You can see there's a lot of functions here, but here only five are mentioned. So I don't think so. We need to study only five. We need to study all these things. 'Cause anything will be asked in the exam. If they'll what are the functions of OS? You need to understand, right? Process management is one of the function. Why? Because you are having a lot of process. You just execute something that is a process. All the process will be managed. If I just want to open this file explorer, I will open this, then this process will be going to be moved from the queue. So process management is a function of OS. Memory management is a function of OS. Managing memory, like how much memory to be given to the particular process or particular area. So that's operating system manages. If I am giving the whole memory to this edge, then what about other things? Other things will not be executed in future. Resource allocation. So resource allocation is basically when we have something called a lot in an operating system, there will be a lot of resources. If I am using this edge browser, then this edge browser will be allocated a resource. That means it will be under the one resource, and the edge, the notepad which I have opened, it will be under the other resource. These are the resources. If I want to use Google Chrome, if I type just something, then that resource will be coming from the Google, that is from the web browser, that is www. Coming to the fourth one is file system management. I can just open this file explorer. I can just create a new folder. I can just delete this file. All these things will be handled by the file explorer. Yes. File system management. Fourth one is protection and security. Yes, it provides protection and security for except me. No one is able to use my laptop unless and until you have any desk. There is no one who can handle my laptop. That's how it provides protection and security. But some cyber security or some hackers can hack using our IP address and other things. But it majorly provides protection and security with a very nice. Yes. So what are the functions of OS? I just want to tell this without seeing. First one is process management, second one is memory management, third one is file system management. These are the three things: process, memory, resource, file system management, protection, and security. These are five I have told. Apart from this process, IO, yeah, input output device. Like this is a mouse. I'm able to use this mouse. That's an output device. I'm able to use this on my laptop by connecting. So it's a basically input output device management thing. File management, I've already said, like create CURD operations, like create, update, read, delete. All these operations you can apply in your file explorer. Network management. What's this? Network management, what? You are working on some IP address, then you can switch it to a Linux tool as well. These are the networks which you can switch. Main memory management, secondary memory management, storage management, security, command interpreter. Command interpreter is basically CMD, guys. I will just open the CMD. Through this CMD, I can open any file or anything, so it works. Control over system performance. System performance, I'll just use Control Shift Escape. This is how I can see my system performance. These are the processes which are running. As I already said, these are process, this is a process, this is a process. So I'm using my WPS Office 9%, that is this one is using 9%. So I'll just cut this out and you can see it will reduce. Yeah, it reduced. WPS Office 0 because I've cut it off. Edge, I'm using a lot of things, so it's like 36%. That's how it works. This is what is a control over system performance. So everything will be not fully 100% used because other things will be waiting in the background. Like as I said, we have seen that WPS Office was waiting, but it was taking like 10% of the performance. So I just cut it out and it's now 0%. Third one is job accounting. So job scheduling is basically an algorithm in operating system. Job scheduling in the sense what? You have an you have a lot of things going on in your computer, like opening all these other types of tasks. So these tasks, which one is important, will be held. That is first come first serve is not the issue here. That is, it follows a sequential flow where a process which has an higher what we call this higher a process which has an higher, I'm not able to recall this thing. Yes, higher priority, that will be executed first. If I am opening this, suddenly I just got some virus thing. Though my MCFAEE will just pop up and message that your computer is under risk. That is an high priority task that will be executed first. That's how it works. And when I am live streaming, it is also a high priority task. if I just want to do this, it will say changes you may not be saved. So that's how it works. So the next thing is error detection and correction. Any type of errors will be detected and corrected. Coordination between other software and users. Many more other important tasks will be executed. Yes, done and dusted. Types of OS, batch operating systems. Batch in the sense jobs with similar requirements are grouped into batches by the operating system. I just want to open my Google Classroom. Canva. Vary between the user of a computer and the computer hardware. The purpose of OS is to provide an environment which user can execute. Operating system acts as an intermediary between user of a computer and the computer hardware. The process of an operating system is to provide an environment in which a user can execute programs in a convenient and efficient manner. Mainframe operating systems are designed primarily to optimize utilization of hardware. Personal computers operating systems support complex games, business applications, everything in between. While computer operating system provides an environment in which user can easily interface with the computer to execute programs. Components of OS hardware, OS application program user. I'm a user. I just get post some request to the compiler. I'm a user 2. He's sending some request to the assembler. User 3 is sending some request to the text editor. User N is sending some to the database system. These all the requests will be handled by the system application programs, and that will be given to the operating system. And that operating system will be provided interfaced using the computer hardware. Hardware such as CPU, memory unit, and input device provides the basic computing resource for the system. Applications such as word processors, features, compilers, and web browser define the way in which these resources are used to solve users' computing problem. Operating system controls the hardware and coordinates its use among the various application programs for the various user. Operating system controls the hardware and coordinates its use among the various application program for the various users. Operating system provides an environment within which other programs can do useful work. OS provides an environment within which other programs can do useful work. System view of operating system. From the computer's point of view, an OS is viewed as a resource allocator. Okay, from the computer's POV, an OS is viewed as a resource allocator and a control program. Whatever the important points and stuff like that is present, then I will be saving it in a here. We'll call this as OS important unit 1. Whatsoever. System view of operating system. From the computer's POV, an OS is viewed as a resource allocator and a control program. In control program, the operating system acts as a manager of the resources. From the computer's point of view, an OS is viewed as a resource allocator and a control program. The operating system acts as a manager of the resource such as CPU time. The operating system acts as a manager of the resources such as CPU time, memory space, file storage space, I/O devices. Just copy this. Let it be here only. What is the system view of OS? The computer's point of view, an operating system is viewed as a resource allocator and a control program. The OS acts as a manager to the resources such as CPU time, memory unit, input devices, file storage space, and so on. Resource allocation is important where many users access the main same mainframe or mini computer. An OS is a control program. Okay, operating system is a control program that manages the execution of users program. An OS is a control program that manages the execution of an OS is a control program. It controls the program. Yes, that manages the execution of users program to prevent errors and improper use of computer. It is especially concerned with the operation and control of IO devices. Not resource utilization means how various hardware and software resources are shared. Resource utilization means how various hardware and software resources are shared. User view of OS. User's view of a computer varies according to the interface being used. What is a user view on an operating system? User can view an OS as a personal computer. Most computer users sits in front of a PC consisting of monitor, keyboard, mouse, and system unit. The system is designed for one use to monopolize its resources. The goal is to maximize the work that the user is performing. This operating system is designed mostly for user views without considering resource utilization because this system is a single user system. What is a mainframe? Mainframe user sits at a terminal connected to a mainframe or a mini computer. Other users are accessing the same computer to other terminals. Okay, this user shares resources and may exchange information. The OS in such case is designed to maximize resource allocation to assure that all available CPU time, memory, and I/O are used effectively and that no individual user takes more than her fair share. Understood? Personal computer is a computer that contains a monitor, a mouse, a keyboard, and a system unit. Such system is designed for one use to monopolize its resources. Goal is to maximize the work by the user is performing. These operating systems designed mostly for the use of use without considering resource utilization. Here, mainframe a user sit in a terminal is connected with your mainframe. Other users are also connected, so we need to utilize the resources maximally to ensure that all available CPU time, memory, and IO are used effectively, and that no individual user takes more than her fair share. क्योंकि कल तुम लोग लेट गए उठोगे बैठोगे ना इसलिए अभी शाम को निकाले Workstations. Users sit at workstations connected to a network of other workstations and servers. These users have dedicated resources at their disposal, but they also share resources such as networking and servers, including file, compute, and print servers. Therefore, the OS is designed to compromise between individual usability and resource utilization. Mobile computers are the computers which is a touchscreen phone where the user interacts with the system by pressing and swiping fingers across the screen rather than using a physical keyboard and mouse embedding computing. Some computers may not have a user view. Embedded computers in home devices and automobiles may have numeric keypads and may turn indicator lights of embedding computers. The operating system is also defined as a program that is running at all times on the computer is called the kernel. Kernel is an important definition. What are the terms related to OS? System programs associated with the OS but are not necessarily part of kernel. Application program which are not associated with the OS. Railway is a set of software framework that provides additional services to application. For example, OS, Android feature co-kernel, computer system organization, CO, computer system operation, storage structure, IO structure. Computer system operation. A modern general purpose computer system consists of one or more CPUs and a number of device controllers connected through a common bus that provides ac- access to shared memory. A modern general purpose computer system consists of one or more CPUs and a number of devices controller connected through a common bus that provides access to shared memory. Modern general purpose system consists of one or more CPUs and a number of device controller connected through common bus. Okay. Am I audible? Hello. Am I audible? Hello. Yeah, I am. So guys, today is our day two of learning Java. Today's topic is going to be the output, variables, data types, and input. So first, let us see the first Java program which I have wrote here. Public class dot day two, public static void main string args, system dot out dot println hello my YouTube Instagram family. This is the open flower bracket, and this is one more open flower bracket, and this is the closed flower bracket. This is called as the boilerplate of a Java program. This boilerplate is compulsory. I'll explain you about the class, about the method, and this is called as output. Like I said, let's go. Yes. So volatile storage is a fast and expensive, but they lose its content when power is turned off. It's basically when the computer is on, these memories, the storage units will be active, and if you shut down the computer, the storage which we have done, it will be lost. These are basically very fast and very expensive memories. I mean, the memory devices. One is register. Each byte of memory has its own address. Every register's byte is having own its register, own address. Interaction is achieved through a sequence of load or store instruction to specific memory address. Load instruction moves a byte or word from main memory to an internal register within the CPU. Storage instruction moves the content of a register to main memory cache. This faster storage system used to store the information temporarily, and the size of cache is very small. What is a register? Register is an each byte of memory has its own address. Interaction achieved through a sequence of load or store instructions specified memory. Load instruction moves a byte or word from main memory to an internal register within a CPU. Cache. What is a cache? Cache is a faster storage system used to store the information temporarily. Basically, it's the fastest storage system used to store the information temporarily, and the size of cache is very small. It is located between CPU and main memory. RAM, random access memory, is a rewritable memory. Computer runs most of the programs from main memory. Technology memory is too small to store all needed program data permanently. Non-volatile storage or secondary storage devices. Extension of main memory storage store large quantities of data permanently. One is RAM, read-only memory stores static programs such as bootstrap programs, electrically assembled programs. Read-only memory can be changed but cannot be changed frequently because it contains static programs. Smartphones have EEPROM to store data factory installed programs. Okay. A reusable program read-only memory can be changed but cannot be changed frequently because it contains mostly static programs. Pre-installed programs. Solid state disk. Solid state stores data in a large DRAM array during normal operation but contains battery hardened battery for backup power. Magnetic disk. It provides storage for programs and data. Most of the system programs and application programs stored on a disk until they are loaded into memory. Optical disk. It uses optical storage techniques, CD, DVD, magnetic tape. It uses a long strip of narrow plastic film tapes of this magnetized flash memory. CD, DVD. Mm-hmm. A computer system consists of CPUs and multiple device controllers that are connected through um, so multiple this is a device. This is connected through a common bus called as controllers. Each device controller is in a charge of specific type of device. Device controller. These are the easiest things. System calls. User and operating system. GUI and GLI. So the interfaces, guys. This is basically CLI. This is GUI. Process control, file manipulation, device manipulation, information maintenance. Types of OS. Jobs-based similar requirements are grouped into batches by the operating system. IT individual jobs onto the CPU one at a time. One other CPU time until the previous job has completed. Again, increase CPU idleness. Multi-program, multitasking operating system is multi-programs or multiple jobs resides in the main memory for execution. Select an existing one of the jobs on the CPU. The job execution requires an IO operation, other job which is ready for execution on the CPU. CPU digestion increase throughput of the system. Throughput. Dual mode operation. What is a kernel is acts as the heart of an operating system. It acts as a bridge between software and hardware. Kernel is a program that manages system resources and allows application. Kernel is a program that manages system resources and allows applications to interact with hardware safely and effectively. Since rooms, electricity, water is hardware, guests can't directly control electricity from they must go through the manager. Linux. New kernel service running user space. Kernel is a core component of an OS that manages kernel is a core component of OS that manages hardware resources and provides essential services to system processes. The mode bit is used to determine the particular mode in which an instruction is executed. Kernel mode, user mode. A browser running kernel has direct access to the hardware and full access to the machine to send operations always runs a kernel mode. That prevents instruction to have operation context switching, clearing the memory, etc. Not kernel mode. Done. Process running in user mode has no access to the a process running in the user mode has no access to the hardware and limited access to the machine instruction set. Ethics of non-privileged instruction include reading the time of the clock, reading the status of the process, generate traffic, etc. It call provides a service of the oversees to the user application acts as a fork system call. The fork system call is used to create the child process as it returns zero to the newly created child. If the process ID of the child process to the parent process actually creation of child process it returns negative value to the parent process. Hence negative value was successful creation of the number of child process created is 2 power n minus 1. Program is called a process. Program is a set of instruction data provided when the process it resides in the secondary memory in the main memory. Passive it is active and dynamic it is not allocated resources. As far as attributes, current time stack, dynamic stack, static stack, code section, and request priority, process information, program counter, elements, list of files, show open devices, protection of information. Dispatcher is responsible for loading the job selected by the short-term scheduler onto the CPU. So saving the context of the process which was being executed by the CPU and loading the context of the new process that is being scheduled to be executed by the CPU. Our dispatcher is a OS component that gives control of the CPU to the process selected by the CPU. Program counter, CPU register, stack pointer, process. Program counter, CPU register, stack pointer, process. What is an arrival time? When a process arrives into the ready state, is called as arrival time. Burst time, the time required by the process for its complete execution. What is an arrival time? The arrival in which a process arrives into the ready state is called as arrival time. Burst time is the time required for a process to complete execution is called as burst time or service time of the process. Completion time, the time by which a process completes execution post arrival is called Completion time of process, that is burst time minus arrival time. Turnaround time. The turnaround time is the difference between completion time minus arrival time of a process called as turnaround time. KT is basically CT minus AT. Waiting time is TAT minus BT. FCFS, shortest job first, shortest remaining time first, longest remaining time first. Priority based scheduling can be either be preemptive or non preemptive. Priority scheduling, a process voluntary, round robin scheduling, highest performance rate issue scheduling. I will be doing these problems, multi level queue scheduling. Okay, this is what is multi threading, the concepts of multi threading, synchronization, and then semaphores and all these things will be completing today. Deadlock. Block is an important than memory management. I have to learn this. This is the hardest part. Segmentation, page fault. Virtual memory is also an important concept. Pagings, file systems is okay, quite okay. This is not the hardest part. Disk scheduling is quite easy. So I am at CPU scheduling. Address space and global variables, open file resources to be used. In operating, each process has its own address space है उसके पास global variables है. Can be terminated due to a normal exit, fatal error, killed by another process. All of the above. So we need to consider system. Okay, it can be a system with degree of multi-programming or as NNM. So this is N and this N. These are the two multi-programmers with degrees. NNM number of CPUs. Degree of multi as NN number of CPUs. So N is number of CPUs. M is number of CPUs. It is a system. Maximum number of processors. So maximum number of processors possible in running state simultaneously. Simultaneously, how many will be run? This is N, this is M. So simultaneously could be M only, right? So answer may be B. Process control block, that is PCB, does not contain which of the following: process code, it contains stack, bootstrap program, process data. Bootstrap program किसके पास रहता है? Could we What is the objective of multi-programming? Have a process running at all time. Have multiple programs waiting in a queue ready to run to reduce CPU utilization. It could be B or it could be D. The state of a process is defined by process का state क्या है? The final activity of the process. Activity executed of the process. Activity to next executed of the process. Current activity of the process. Option D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dual mode of operation is used in computer system to implement operation used in computer system. Dual mode I have just learned, but where is the system search, system authentication, system production? It's B. No, no, it's C. So the following type of OS was invented because one processor was not able to keep the CPU and IO device busy simultaneously. Multiprocessing. First one is D, second one is D, third one is B. Fifth one is B, sixth one is D, seventh one is wrong, eighth one is wrong. Protection, I was thinking it was for protection. Eighth one is wrong. Programming. Context switch. CPU register values of current running process stored in its process control block. I'm just taking a 5 minutes break as I've already completed some of the parts. That is unit 1. Only 4 units are left to complete. I need to complete things like first one is CPU scheduling algorithms, third one is deadlock, fourth one is mutual exclusions, second one is deadlock, and third one is what? I guess yeah, we need to find this scheduling algorithms, and the hardest part is the fourth unit. Need to learn fragmentation, code section, stuffs like that. Let's wait for 5 to 10 minutes and then we'll start. Years of
It's found for Rogers Leicester. Brilliant from Wood. 94.6 miles per hour from Mark Wood. The fullest of his deliveries so far today.
let's go. Let's start. Oh yeah, I have to complete this stuff. Yeah. So assume P1 is running in CPU. Context is CPU register values of current running process stored in its process control block. One different process is loaded into CPU register. efficiency, better performance, scheduling queues, job queue, ready queue, device queue. I kept in this ready queue. Same ready are kept in this waiting for a device are kept in its device queue. Scheduling long term, short term, middle term. This from state to register as one question request to run on CPU. Let's study. Guys, I'm actually studying this YouTube, so that's why I have off my what we call mic section. That's why I'm muted. Hello to everyone. One guy commented, this guy, Jalo explore with Jafar 7. Hi bro, how are you? Even you guys can start this easy thing, get seems easier for me. I've completed unit 1. I am able to solve all the problems in unit 1. Like 90% of the problems I have able to solve from unit 1, and I'm almost completed unit 2. The only thing is left is the last part of the unit 2, that is the round robin scheduling. Within 1 to 2 hours I've completed like 2 units. Less 3 units are a little bit harder for me. The fourth unit is quite harder because you need to learn page fault and other stuffs like that. That's the hardest part for me when it comes to operating system. Rest of the things are easy. After completing this unit 2, I will be solving some problems, but from this what we call from this from the Telegram itself. I'm not watching here the lectures. These are basically 1 to 2 hours of lecture, which I have already know all these things. I can solve this directly. I don't need any lecture to learn because it will take a lot of time. There is no time left to do these things. I'll be just directly solving it. These are the things which I already know. These are the easiest things you will ever see on the system. So, it seems easy for me. I need to solve like, okay, first I will be completing this. I actually completed. I have completed this. Let me see why I'm doing FCFS. Yes, it is here. So let me check what I have done. Did I did? Oh, he's giving P3. Huh? P3 is two, right? No, how? Okay. Oh, that's P4, right? Then where is PO2? Did something wrong if I'm not wrong. I think this guy was doing something wrong. I have to check it once again. So the time is less now, then why did this guy solve? I think the comment section itself will say random is like Panipuri. Okay, I don't usually go for the comment. I think he has written wrong, guys. Make see the top newest comments. Who is saying anyone? Context switching. He did something wrong. Whoever is watching me, just go and study, guys. Don't waste your time watching me. You have time, only 1 month left. If anyone is preparing for GATE, just go and study. I'll give you a suggestion. Follow that, and you will be easily able to pass. I'm doing this just I want to add that GATE qualification in my resume so that I can attend the companies like CS companies will get an advantage of this score. Not that much focused on this GATE, but trying to be. Bro is outside chilling. That's all right. Let's do this. P2 came first, then P3. Understood. Understood, 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 understood. Everything is okay. Do we need to really learn the preemptive priority scheduling algorithm? P31. Maybe this is also is an easy thing. So basically, I have completed the CPU scheduling algorithms. Multi-level queue scheduling, I don't think so. It's important. Leave it, guys. We'll directly go to the problem statements. I'll just go with this flow. So we have this thing called. I actually downloaded this thing. Yeah, let's do this one. So he has given the average waiting time of process for FCFS scheduling. I'll just open my phone and I will just calculate it very fastly because it's the easiest thing you will ever see. Consider the following scenario. Arrival time is given, bus time is given. So we need to focus on arrival time. So P6 is arrived first, so the bus time is 6. Waiting time is asking. Let's solve this here. It's the easy part. Let's try to solve this. We'll see whether we are correct or not. So process 80 BT. This is P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7. 4587, 4587, 307. Bus time is 5342 162. However, bus time after that we will be having the called bus time के बाद क्या था completion time, then turnaround time, then waiting time. In the question, the average waiting time process. Okay, this is given an average. Okay, let's solve this. With the completion time, let's do this from scratch. P1 is arrived first, P2 is arrived second, P3 is arrived. So, okay, for this question, P1 is arrived first, P1, P2, P3, P4. It's directly given, right? P1, P2, P3, P4. One, then arrival time is 1. So let's do this. First arrived is P6. 0 say like a 6 तक is P6. P6 is arrived first. Then which one is arrived? 6 means 3. 7, 7. Okay. P6 is arrived for 1. Then P5 is arrived. That is for 7. Then P5 after that. P1 is arrived. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. After that P1 is arrived. P1 के बाद क्या आया था भाई? Yeah, P1 after that P1 we will having P2 is arrived. That is 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's see whether I'm going correct or not. P2 is arrived. After that 5. We have 7, 7. Let's do this. P4 is arrived next. That is for 17. Then after that P4 is arrived. Then P7 is arrived. P19. Then arrived what? P3. 20, 21, 22, 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7. Yes. Completion time of P1 is 12. Completion time of P2 is 15. Time of P3 is 23. Completion time of P4 is 17. P5 is 7. P6 is 6. P7 is 19. Turnaround time completion time as average is basically 8, 9, 11, 12. It is 10. 23 minus 8 is basically 336, means 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It is 16. So it's 15. 5 plus 3, 8. It's a 10. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 4, 6. Minus 20 minus 7 is what? 13 means it's 12. Waiting time is 3, turnover time minus burst time. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 3. 10 minus 3 is 7. This is 11. This is 8. 3, 0, 10. Let's check it out. So 3 plus 7 plus 11 plus 8 plus 3 plus 10 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 6. Answer is 6. Let's see. Q1. It's given 6. So that's pretty much simple. It's easiest question यार. इतना easy कौन देता है भाई.
And we're down. Oh, 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 we're down. Oh, oh, we're down. Oh, yeah.
कचौड़ी खाओगे? कौन है?
जो मर गया था, इसकी पकौड़ी है।
पकौड़ी नहीं, कचौड़ी।
अभी आ रहे हैं खाने, रुक जाओ।
अभी रुको, बना रहे हैं। भैया खोल दो, खोल के हटा दो।
हम क्यों क्यों मार के खेलते थे? सिंपल सी बात है, हम लोग मार के खेलते थे, हम लोग क्या करते थे, फोन में बैठते थे, 10 पॉइंट पे देखे। हम हर लीग स्टेज में टेबल टॉप करते थे, वो हर लीग स्टेज में एक जोन के अंदर जाके चुपचाप बैठे रहते थे, वहां क्यों उठाते थे? तो अपने स्टाइल लगा वो सब स्टाइल का क्रिकेट खेलना, एक जगह बैठ के। वन वी फोर खाओगे माफिया से? अरे माफिया से खाएंगे ना 1v4, तेरे से थोड़े ना खाएंगे। तू कौन होता है बोलने वाला? माफिया मार रहा है ना, माफिया की खुदा है मारने का, इसलिए वो मार रहा है। तू कौन होता है बोलने वाला? तू ये